Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30.
Welcome to the Fins Tailgate. It's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. We live that aqua and orange from the field to the mic. Breaking down the plays, man, we talk it every night. From Tua to the defense, you know we keep it tight. NFL moves, you know we got the insight. We open up the floor, yeah, it's your time to shine. Fans drop the heat with opinions realigned. You got concerns, bring them, we're gonna chime. The Fins Tailgate's where we keep it prime. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. The NFL's changing, but we stay on the grind. Latest breaking stories, we don't waste no time. From the trades to the rumors, we make them all align. At the Fins Tailgate, we always on the climb. We're repping the Dolphins, but it's NFL wide. From South Beach to the league, we keep it worldwide. Got the fans engaged with the energy supplied. Come kick it at the tailgate, we're riding high tide. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. So if you love the game, you know we got the gate. Tune in, speak out, don't wait, it's your fate. This is the Fins Tailgate, now watch us dominate. Miami Dolphins, NFL, yeah, we integrate.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk here on TFTG. I'm Paul, your host, along with my co-host, Mr. Johnny O, Dolphin Winners, and Tonk 7.
What's up, everybody? How are you?
What's up, everybody? Chilling.
What's up, Winters? What's up, Johnny O?
What's up, Tom?
Don?
What's good
How
with
are
you,
you,
brother?
Staying busy, man. Staying busy.
Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Happy New Year.
Yep. Happy New Year. It's our first show of the new year.
Yes. Definitely. And a lot to talk about. Like the title says, where do we go from here?
Well, first, I'd like to say I am glad to see that McDaniels is not a part of the GM talk.
What do you mean?
Well, there was original statement that he was going to Mike McDaniel was going to be part of the hiring of the new GM.
Oh.
And he is not a part of it.
No, when I first yeah, Tom.
I think that's a good idea.
Well, that tells me also that his seat's still not safe.
Well, not only that. I mean, how many coaches get a chance to hire their boss?
Yeah. Exactly. It's like he should I don't know.
I mean, when I first
he should
read
worry
that,
about his players. He should worry about what he has control over.
Right. When I first read that, I'm like, why would McDaniel be involved in the hiring anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's obviously. I mean, he's not gonna want to pick someone who might want to fire him. Like it's like having the fucking fox watch the hen house.
Well, I mean, he still doesn't even know if his job is safe now that all the rumors about Harbaugh are going around saying that Miami was in contact with him, and
Hey, I would take Harbaugh in a second.
I'd like more information. I'd like to know, is there really a rift between him and his quarterback, or did he lose the locker room because he had been there so long with things like that before I say yes. I mean, is he a good coach? Absolutely. He's taken to the playoffs quite a few times. Missed it the last 2 years, and this year was because of his kicker.
Yeah. Well, he's been a good coach, and I think he can make a difference in the locker room personally.
Well, much different personality than McDaniel. I mean, more of old school, and you do your job, I'll do mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harbaugh's not putting up with that bullshit that's been going on in our locker room. He's not dealing with it. My whole thing is we need a like I've been saying, I think all of us been saying, we need a coach that's gonna come in there and force a culture change. We cannot have another coach come in to the Miami Dolphins and it's the same old thing.
Well, I mean, every coach we've had has been different. McDaniel wants to be their buddy and their friend and hang out with them, and these guys are paid professionals. Your job is to get them to do their job to the best of their ability and win as a team. So,
Well, this last game was a disaster, that's for sure.
well, the first half it was actually pretty decent. The second half was just ugly, about as ugly as it can get.
That third quarter.
That third quarter. Yep. Third quarter.
Worst third quarter in NFL history, I would say, of all put together.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's amazing that you can go in a locker room and you're supposed to make adjustments, and we come out and we can't score.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's what's going to happen. I can't wait to see what teams go on from here, but I'd like to know what we're going to do from here. I mean, are we going to keep Tua? Are we going to release him post June 1st? I mean, what?
Well, I mean, there's a long way to go on that. Right now, it's finding a GM and then deciding whether they're going to keep McDaniel, and if they're not, who they're bringing in.
Yeah.
The whole Tua situation, we got 6 months before that is complete, or whether we're keeping him, cutting him, trading him. I honestly don't see us doing anything. I think he's going to be the most expensive backup in the league.
Agreed.
It all depends on, like you said, who the GM and next coach is and all.
The good thing is we got playoff football coming up. The bad thing is we ain't in there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if it was, we wouldn't be going anywhere because we would have just limped on in as it was.
Well, no, so we had made it. That means we had won our last, 7 in a row or something, 6 or 7 in a row. So we would have been a hot team going in, but, I made sure that didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I like that comment.
Yeah. So, where do we go from here? I mean, we need to make sure we got to get a GM before we do anything. As soon as we get a GM, we need to get Brooks, Dotson, Achane, and Waddle all making sure Waddle is okay for now. But those other 3, we need to get them signed.
Yes. Brooks is the first Dolphin.
You still sit there and follow that conversation.
What's that, Winners?
Yes. I mean, 1A, 1B is the Channing. 1A, 1B is the Channing Brooks. You take care of them ASAP. I don't give a damn how many more years a Chan has on his contract. You take care of them now. If you want to sit there and make some presidents or set up a presidents or sit there and set up some type of statement that you are serious of rebuilding this team, you sign these guys now and you lock them in, knowing that when they're going through this rebuild, which it is going to be another rebuild, you have to sit there and set some. You got to set some pieces down, foundation pieces down. And what I would do, Achane is getting a contract, Dotson's getting a contract, and Brooks is getting a contract. That's how I look at it. And then you're gonna
I
have to
agree
work
with you
on everything. You're gonna have to
100%.
work on everything else.
You know, you gotta let free agents around the league know that you're serious and sign the guys that you actually have and
Mhm.
keep them so you have pieces in place.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, gentlemen, Miami is not an besides beautiful weather and good-looking women. Miami is not an attractive place, yo. I'm sorry to tell you that. With all this stuff going on, especially with Tua, especially with McDaniel, Miami is not right now. Miami is not an attractive place at all. Not at all. So you don't have a GM. There's a lot of question marks there. How much power am I gonna? How much input I'm gonna have as the future head coach of this organization and or GM? Like it's a lot of question marks. A lot of question marks for the next candidates that come in here is going to be the new GM, and then we'll see who's going to be the head coach. Will it be McDaniel? Will it be somebody else?
Yeah, I mean, GM's the first step, and then we go from there and see what happens. You know, but
Mhm.
my whole thing is, if Russ is going to interview people with whomever he's interviewing them with for GM, if one of these guys that really looks good says, "Well, I don't want McDaniel," is that going to be the end of the interview? You know, and that's the part that
Right.
we'll never find out. We're never going to know. We're not in the building, but does Ross like him that much that he has to keep him, or is he willing to part ways and bring in somebody else? You know,
I mean, he's parted ways with other coaches that he's given an extension to.
oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, listen, it could be worse. It could be the Raiders. They're going to be paying 5 coaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I heard
yeah,
that this morning. That's insane. Yeah.
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 They fired Pete Carroll and whoever the next coach is. They're going to be paying 5 different coaches, $50 million this coming year.
They still, yeah. Yeah, they're still paying Gruden. They're still paying Chip Kelly. They're still paying um, the brothers from last year and 2 other coaches. And then Carroll's going to be the 5th coach, like you just said. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
insane. I think 50 something million dollars in money, 50
yeah,
plus million that you're paying for people that's not even in your organization anymore.
yeah. And you wonder why ticket prices and parking and concessions keep going up.
Yep.
The owner ain't losing money. He's no owner's going to lose money. You can guarantee that. So who pays for it? We do.
Mhm.
And Vegas is the most expensive place to go see a game, and that's one of the reasons why they're paying 5 coaches $50 million that aren't even there.
Right.
What's up, Cap for Life?
What's up, Cap?
Gentlemen, how are
Real
you? Happy
time.
New Year, everybody. Johnny,
Happy New Year,
Happy New
Papa,
Cat.
Year, brother.
Winter,
What's
Tom.
up, brother? What's good with you, man?
What's up, Cap?
Bro, my blood pressure's up right now, bro. We need to make this move, gentlemen. Right now, not tomorrow, right now. You get Chad Alexander, you get Harbaugh. It just, you get 2 birds with 1 stone. You don't have to worry about a front office set. You give the guys anything he wants, bro. You give him the keys to the city. Right now, we have no other option but the 49er option. And that option for me is something we're being force fed that better work. Because if it doesn't, then the patience is really going to run thin. But with this choice, I would have the patience of 8 years with this guy.
I don't know about 8, but I would give him the first couple just to build a team.
Right.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, eight was a little bit extreme, but you get what I'm saying. Like if he
Yeah,
does good, you give him another 4.
yeah. And you look at it, we have the second hardest schedule next year of our opponents on their winning percentage and stuff. And yeah, that's exactly what we need. We're in a rebuild, and we got the second hardest schedule next year.
Bro, I mean, if I were him, I would love the challenge. Why would you want to go to New York? For what? Get away from that weather. You're always in that weather, constantly in that division. You're going to go to another division. You're going to be in the same predicament. And you know damn well, I'm not from New York, but I've seen this time and time again. They will chew him up.
Yep.
A couple shout outs. One, Dan Burke, the Finstones. He wanted to join us tonight, but he's under the weather. He's got a cold. Two, I got to shout out our brother Russell. He went to the game this weekend and made sure that he picked up game day pins for me. Russell, I appreciate you, brother. Big E, from everything I understand, is doing better. He's got some testing to do to see if he can get his transplant, and he's high up on the list.
Yes.
Some of you know him, some of you don't. Good friend of mine, Ron Kinslow, in Delaware. He's going through stem cell treatment and stuff. So, Ron, we're thinking about you, brother. Hope everything works out for you. I try to message Ron every couple days just to see how he's doing and how he's feeling. So, the new year, keep fighting, brother.
Good evening,
Right.
Mr. Paul.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Good
Mr.
evening.
Mr.
Paul,
Paul.
how are you, sir?
Okay, happy New Year's to you.
Happy New Year, brother.
You.
Happy New Year.
How's everybody doing?
Above ground and
You
upright.
good, bro?
Hey. So
What are your thoughts on Harbaugh?
I think that we should think we should give him a shot. The question is it as a head coach or a GM? That's the only question. Also, too, I'm going to mention this, and I could be wrong for saying this. People keep bringing up, that he did bad with the Ravens and what have you. That could be a yes, that could be a no. But sometimes the coaches and players will want to go to another team to revive their career, to give it a second shot. So, to be straight, I'm kind of in favor of bringing them in and see, like I said, depending on what his position gonna be, head coach or GM.
No, it wouldn't be GM. It would only be head coach.
Okay, well, head coach, just bring him in. Just see. I mean, he's already, what's the word? He's already a experienced head coach. So bring him in. Let the man revive his career right here in Miami, and then hand him the keys to the car, and let's see what happens.
Totally agree with that comment.
It just makes too much sense, man. And it just, with that being said, we all look at each other as Dolphin fans and say to ourselves, they won't do it. It makes too much sense.
Yep.
Of course, you know that.
And that's
100%, I agree.
That's the problem. And then here's the other thing: he has connections with Stephen Ross. We all know that he had connection with the Hardballs, the both of them.
Well, he's got more connection with his brother because he was at Michigan, but but no, I'm all in favor of fire McDaniel, bring in Harbaugh, get a GM that either has some good experience or was an assistant GM on a good team, and start building this thing back up so we can actually look forward to something. Because I'll tell you what, I looked at our opponents next year, and I'll be the first one to say it. We're only going to win 4 games.
Is that bad?
And it's like, everybody's saying, oh, well, how are you going to do that to a coach during, he's still with the organization. Yeah, he already got paid too. You know what I mean? Like, he would be leaving handsomely rewarded to go elsewhere, because he would get picked up elsewhere. Just, I don't know what capacity, but, like look at Weaver. If Weaver leaves, Weaver's like the candidate right now for Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weaver's name has
Atlanta.
been mentioned in a few spots to be a head coach, and McDaniel will be an offensive coordinator somewhere very quickly.
Exactly. And
And
then the
Miami
fact,
still owes him money because he was guaranteed so much, he'd still be getting paid there too.
hmm and then
Yeah,
the fact
man.
of this 5-day coach.
I look at it like this, man. For all the stuff Ross has done and gone through, all will be forgiven if this move would be made.
I agree.
No, I can't forgive Ross for everything. If he sells the team, then I'll forgive him.
That would be the icing on the cake, man. I mean, the pipe dream would be Harbaugh and Chad Alexander, but the icing on the cake would be that. And if we got Joe Burrow or like, a top 5 quarterback that just wants to leave somewhere, you know what I mean? You give up the farm.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Getting another quarterback is such a problem when you owe $299 million over the next 2 seasons.
Well, I mean, it's not as hard as we think,
No, but
but I get what you're
so,
saying. Like, we're always put in that position.
right. And my thing is that and like I said, I'm not saying this gonna pan out. If we do bring in Harbaugh, maybe he can see what he can do with Quinn Ewers and what have you, and then also go as far as free 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 agency go. If you can't, with a Joe Burrow, okay, like I said, that's expensive grab. I mean, a good grab, but expensive. But look at maybe another veteran quarterback out there. Like I said, I'm gonna bring up his name, Marcus Mariota. I'm not saying that he's a top quarterback, veteran quarterback, and what have you. I'm not saying that, but we got to
Like a
bring
bridge,
in
like a bridge
some
quarterback. I get what you're saying. We need quarterbacks.
right. We got to bring we got to bring in a quarterback, and then that quarterback can be a bridge quarterback to what the next draft, not this draft, but maybe the next draft or the one after it for a quarterback. But we
Yeah,
got to start
we're stuck with a lot of what ifs right now.
exactly, and that's the
I think
problem.
it's but as a fan base, Johnny. I think it's time for that to change, man. Like people say, we won't be able to do what we're doing now. If we pull this off, you understand that we can do what we can do in less than 2 years.
Oh yeah, because listen, there's free agents out there that want to play for Harbaugh.
Exactly.
He goes to Miami. There's guys that are going to say, "Hey, I'll take a little less to go to Miami. There's no state tax, but I want to play for a coach like that." A couple years ago, we thought that McDaniel was going to be that guy when they made the playoffs 2 years in a row. Hey, guys wanted to come to Miami. Now they don't.
You guys understand that there's 9 teams right now headhunting for this guy, and like maybe 3 of the teams are still probably in the playoffs or have coaches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then as far as GM go, you're looking at Chad Alexander, and then the three guys at San Francisco. As far as GMs go.
Well, I think that may be why, if we don't get Harbaugh, that may be one of the reasons why, is because we don't have a GM. And if Harbaugh wants to go somewhere right away, he wants to know who he's going to be working with and for.
Well, I mean, that's probably why. I mean, it said that the Dolphins have been talking to John Harbaugh, but I mean, hopefully it is more important to get a GM before worrying about a head coach.
This is my thing, Tonk, about that. If it's true, and you got Garfinkel involved with this organization from an entertainment standpoint, and you don't sell close the deal and sell this, and go get your guy, then I don't understand why Garfinkel is even on here.
Who's Garfinkel?
Exactly.
Isn't he the vice president of player personnel or something?
Yeah, he's mostly about the entertainment aspect of Ross's empire,
right?
And he's brought in the F1, he's brought in the soccer, the FIFA, the the tennis, all that
See,
crazy stuff.
This is what we've been talking about. This fucking marketing cabal bullshit. We don't need
Exactly.
marketing people. We don't need marketing people. We just
Exactly.
fired Greer, who was a marketing guy. It's like we don't
But,
care.
but,
It's
but
Ross.
to that point,
Roger
Tom,
Goodell.
why is he here to that point? Why is he here?
Exactly. It's stupid, man. It's stupid. He was probably the person who said, let's have less seats in the stadium so we could have more TVs. It's stupid. The guy's not focused on football. He's focused on everything else as an owner, and it's destroying the team.
The one thing that you need to sell that's not an international based market that's here home that you need to sell at home, you need to do it. You need to do it. The fan base would be united as one. The division would end if you made this move.
I mean, hopefully Troy Aikman will knock some sense into him. As whatever Troy Aikman does.
Bro,
hopefully,
from what I'm hearing, from what I'm hearing, and shout out to KP. KP's always on everywhere, bro, and he's part over here of the Finnish Tailgate family as well, bro. Shout out to KP, bro. He was the one to first say that Chad Alexander's pops used to coach the wide receivers in Dallas when Aikman was winning those Super Bowls over there. And his pops, I heard his pops also played for the University of Miami.
I mean, if that's the the relationships that can come about, then
that's Aikman.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying, like Aikman is a winner. Like he won in Dallas. He was the quarterback the last time Dallas won. So
yeah,
and he's been around the NFL long enough.
He
knows
has pedigree
enough
like crazy because of who he
and
played for in college too.
Knowledge.
Yeah, he had one of the best head coaches in college ever, at Oklahoma before he went to UCLA.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, the last time a head coach left Baltimore and came to Miami, you see what they did?
Was that Don Shula?
Yeah.
Bro,
okay.
the Ravens, Chad Alexander was with the Ravens at one point, and I remember Ozzie Newsome used to take University of Miami players like crazy every draft.
Who did John Harbaugh, was he there when Joe Flacco first got signed? Was he part of that?
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl with Flacco.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but I didn't know how long he was a head coach of that team.
18 years.
18 seasons.
No, I was watching that Super Bowl. I mean, Joe Flacco's still killing it. He's still playing though. So how much they had a monstrous fucking defense when they won that Super Bowl. Yeah. They had like 4 Hall of Famers on that team on the defense alone. Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed.
Hey, I don't know if you guys got.
They had Jacoby Jones, wide receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys got spammer now, but you guys got an offer from Kick.
What? Oh, you mean in the comments?
Yeah.
No,
that's legit. If that's legit,
that's not a legit. That's a spam. That's a spam bot.
Well, what was the comment?
It says, "I noticed your channel has strong potential, but needs a bigger audience. With the right growth, earn up to $50 an hour on Kick."
Yeah, that's a spam bot.
It says so. The person, like the main title or the name, it says Rodriguez Gaming 33, and then it says his name is Christopher Anthony 06. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bot.
Yeah, if you really believe that, reach out to the guys that run the channel, or reach out to Papa Paul who runs this, and then you can talk about it.
Just like the Nigerian prince that sent me an email 10 years ago that said he's got $200 quadrillion for me.
Yep. And do you know how many people have actually fallen for that?
Yeah, but some of those people,
a lot.
I watched the whole thing. This woman was a college professor.
Oh.
And she lost like 80 grand trying to get this,
It's just crazy.
$30 million. Oh, well, we need
I know.
3,000 for this. We need 5,000 for this. And yeah, you're an idiot.
That's why I'm cursing at that person, because that's what
I
they
know
do to
exactly what you're
people.
talking about. Yep.
They're doing to
Yes.
us.
Scam the shit out of you.
Yep.
we already got enough scams going on. We don't need no more.
Yeah.
Signing Tua. We already here. You can have Tua, kick man. You can have Tua. We'll trade your fucking Discord chat for Tua.
That's funny.
Hey, what did you guys hear about that? What you guys feel about that? About him saying that he'd be open minded to a fresh start somewhere else, or is it a fresh start here with a new, different type of?
Tua?
He can go.
Yeah.
He can go somewhere else.
He's got to
go
go.
somewhere else.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
Yeah.
He's not.
Like
He's a backup.
I said this before, not to interrupt you, Tom. Yeah.
It's
Not
all
to interrupt
good.
anybody. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I think he's a great I think he's a great human being. I think it's somebody I would like to still meet. Thank him for what he's done for the Dolphins and all that. But I don't think this is for him anymore. And you can see that his body. You can tell he's not. The game is bypassed him. It seems like he's there for a check. He's not there.
Yeah.
He's not there to win. He's just not.
He's there to not get tackled.
Yeah,
exactly.
And also, look at his throwing motion in the last couple of games he played, and he was throwing. Some people. One of the things I've learned is that when you throw a ball, part of your throwing is your hip. When he's with the last couple of games he's been in, he's like been use his whole body to put into throwing the ball down the field.
Well, as I said before, he's been playing scared.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he doesn't trust the pocket. Yeah,
and that itself can cause him to get injured, because it's you're going to get, like, you got to be confident. That you can take a hit, or your team's going to protect you. If you're going out there scared, then
that's it. Yeah,
be out there. It's going to cause issues, because you got to have that confidence.
Yep.
He plays scared all year long.
What is it? Premeditated reservations about just giving up the down, not living up to fight another down.
And I mean, hey, it's not necessarily his fault. He's had all those concussions and all that stuff, and he's twitching on the field and all that. So it's like, it's time to hang it up, dude, or go be a backup.
Yeah, that's more on Greer. That was more on Greer forcing the narrative.
And I think that McDaniel supporting him getting signed, I don't know. I think he was just sticking up for his team. Like if Greer wanted to give him a contract and he was against it, was he going to put tension between Greer and him and Tua and have this, this discord among them, or is he going to say, all right, well, let's go for it. Let's give him a contract. Let's manage players around him. Let's build him a team. And they did that, and he failed.
And also, I'm gonna say this also too with Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman could sit down and talk to about concussions, because Troy Aikman.
Yeah. If anybody's had, he had 10. I believe it was 10 he had.
He had a lot of.
Yeah, shitload. And it was a different time too.
Exactly.
You got to think about this was the 90s. So.
But concussions is Tua's main health problem. His main health problem right now is those hips. That's what it is to me.
Real quick, everyone, let's take our commercial break.
All right.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Chef Jew, Miami, Palm Beach. Get your sweet treats, good eats, and don't forget the cheesecake. And look who just came in. Mr. Derek Simmons came in just in time for some cheesecake.
Yeah, I know. I
What up,
came right on.
Derek?
Happy New Year's, Derek.
Happy New Year,
brother.
Derek, Happy New Year, buddy.
I would say I'd hope for a better New Year's with the Dolphins, but it's the same shit, different day with them. You know how that works.
Yeah, man. What you think about what's going on, Derek? What's your input? We're talking about GM, maybe future head coach. What do you think? And the latest topic is all ball. So what do you think?
I think Ross needs to sell a team for not even trying to even attempt to go after hardball because that's just absolutely asinine. But I would still like to see John Gruden and Louis Riddick there, but that doesn't look like that's even going to happen either. I just think we're going to get another subpar, mediocre bullshit is what it looks like, and it's frustrating because we've been suffering for 30 years,
Yeah, buddy. I mean, shit.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, no, go ahead.
it just seems like it's just same shit, different year, over and over and over, just enough to keep us sucked in for the tickets, and because if you're gonna do it, because right now, after seeing what he said, we're gonna have a conversation with Tua. We got to get the questions answered out, and then I'm not going to roll out that he's not going to compete for the starting job next year. It's going to be the same shit all over again, and it's like we're going to waste our time. Like it's going to be this is going to be like a 5-year rebuild, and then we'll end up probably letting Quentin Ewers, somebody like that, go. It'll be good, and then he'll shine on another team because Tua doesn't like to have any competition. Look at Alabama. Look how everybody's left that he played against.
Or played with. I mean, shit, you think about it. Jalen Hurts went to Oklahoma after he left Alabama.
Yeah, sure did.
Yep. And then he's still, Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl,
Yeah, 2 times. And he's 1-1, and he's playing this weekend. And I will be honest with you, gentlemen. I see them beating San Fran here in Philly. I don't see them losing to San Fran at all.
No. But yeah, I'm right here in my backyard. My wife said, by the way, go Bills. I told her close them yaps. We don't hear about the Josh Allen and the Bills.
No, it's go Jaguars. Bills.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Dude, this place is lit down here. They don't know how to act down here. They haven't had a playoff game in forever.
It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute for them.
And then they jacked up. I was gonna go to the game, but then they jacked the tickets up to like $300 a pop for the nosebleed. Half the team is still a little. Half the fans are a little leery, and then you're gonna wonder why half the stadium is red and blue. You're gonna know why.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna sell their
looking forward
tickets.
to tomorrow night's game.
Oh yeah, the U baby. Hey, Papa Paul, do we get a shot at say if the U does win? Do we get a shot at the championship game tickets for having season tickets?
Not that I know of.
I know I got an offer for the Capital One Orange Bowl game. I had one of the rep guys calling me or whatever, but
yeah, the championship game's not going to be in Miami though.
Yeah, it is. It's the Hard Rock.
Well, then we might. But I haven't seen anything.
They ain't it like the 16th or something? I thought.
No, it's in Miami because
the national championship is in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The national championship is in Miami.
So if Miami wins tomorrow, they'll be playing in Miami.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, and
can you imagine how lopsided that'll be if the U makes it in there?
Well, I tell you what, you make it in there and they also win.
That'd be
Miami's gonna be
crazy.
jumping off.
You're
I'll
gonna be
Miami's
probably.
having.
I
gonna be
mean,
jumping off.
has there ever been a team that's won like that? Won on their home
Damn near
field
close.
for a
You
national
got to think.
championship?
I won't say
I
I
mean, I
won't
want to
say
say
it's a
maybe
home
back in
field,
the
but
day,
I'll say there was
Oklahoma
maybe
or
a few
something,
miles.
or at USC,
You
or
can you
back
can say
when
it was a few
the
miles
Cotton
from.
Bowl was
You
the
can say it's a
national
few miles or
championship,
whatever.
or
Well, wait a minute.
but
Let's think
besides
about
that,
this
I
for a
don't think
second. I
a
don't
team has
follow.
ever played on its
Here's the
home
thing.
field for a national. The Gators played in
I don't
Miami,
follow
but their
college
home
football
field
like
was
that.
in Gainesville.
Go ahead,
Didn't a
winners.
few years ago? Didn't Georgia play in Atlanta?
Hey,
In
we
Atlanta?
can't hear him.
Didn't the Georgia Bulldog? Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, I
I
can hear
can,
you.
Hello?
It
I
You
must
can
can
be
hear
hear
me?
you.
because I can hear him.
Tom, you
Yeah.
can hear me?
Did Atlanta
No.
did you Tom? You can't. I'm sorry, Tom, but yeah,
Go.
everybody else can hear me, right?
Yeah.
We hear
Yeah.
you good.
He
All
got to
right.
go out
So
and
if I'm
come back in.
correct,
Hmm.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, Dolphin.
All right. So if I'm correct, didn't Georgia play in the Mercedes Benz? Didn't they play recently? Wasn't that a few years ago?
I know they played there, but I wasn't sure. Was that the national championship? It might have been. I don't know. Like I follow a little bit of college football, but nothing like crazy.
I don't follow college football. That's why I'm taking a wild guess. I mean, I'm like the least college football knowledgeable person on this panel right now.
Yeah, they definitely played there. Yeah, but I just couldn't remember what it was. I'd have to look it up. But
I've slacked off on my college football, so I'm trying to get back into it again.
I know one thing. I want that tight end from Oregon. Watch him on Friday night. He's 6'7", and he's massive. He's 260 pounds and runs a 4.5. Can catch and he can block. He's a better blocking tight end than he is catching, but he's still really good at catching.
Dope.
I like the
It's like
dude that we
it's
got
like
on our
having
team
Strange.
now. I
It's
like
like
that dude we got on our team now. That
Dolce.
dude
Oh
that we
yeah,
have on our
Let
team
me
now. I
guess,
hope
Dolphin. Greg
yeah.
Dulcich. You talking about Greg
Yes,
Dulcich?
sir. I
Yes.
see. That's what I'm
That's
saying. I
same
like
here.
players like that.
Same here.
I love players like that. Hard
And his
nosed, balls to the wall.
exactly.
Definitely.
And
the
here's
only
the
thing
thing
that's gonna hurt is
about
I would love to see Waller come back, but now that he had a really good year, even though he still missed like 5 games or so, he still had a lot of touchdowns, and there's gonna be other teams that's gonna offer him a pile of money, and he's
right,
probably gonna take it.
right. And here's the thing I like about Dulcich. He had I think he had fumbled the ball in the game, and he had a look on his face like, okay, I fumbled the ball, I'm gonna make up for it. And that's just what he did. He got mad with himself, and he went out there and performed, real well, catching the ball, blocking and everything. So I said, kudos to you, my brother. I like that attitude. He pointed at
Yeah.
himself
Hmm.
and for fumbling the ball. That's my fault. That's on me, and I'm gonna straighten it out. And that's just what he did.
So back to the GM search and stuff. Have you guys seen? I know Troy Aikman. I've seen reports that McDaniel's is in with the meeting, and then I've seen that he isn't in the meetings, and it's Stephen Ross's son or son-in-law that's in on that global sports management that's helping with that, with Aikman and Marino and Garfinkel and stuff. Have you
Yeah.
guys heard or seen anything else about that?
No. McDaniel has nothing to do with it, as far as I know.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was talk that he was, but the latest talks I'm hearing that he's not in making those decisions, as reported earlier.
And with the whole hardball thing too, I know there were 7 teams that reached out. Obviously, the 6 of them were the vacancies, but I'm just curious who the 7th team was. I mean, these talking heads and inside sources could say they weren't and they not, but nobody really knows. But he already came out and basically said he needs time to think about it because he definitely wasn't expecting to move his family. I mean, he's been rooted in Baltimore now for 18 years, you know?
Hmm.
So I think it's actually smart that we didn't try to hit him up right away because um,
He may take the year off.
He may, but I don't know.
No, I'm just saying he may decide. You know what? Let me take a year off, and then I get back with the NFL. Let y'all know when I'm ready to come back in. I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
You
but
never
yeah,
know. He could go work with his brother. He could go work with his brother. Y'all don't know. We don't know. Like that would be some shit. Like he might be
that'd be
like, bro, I got
wild.
a job for you down here. Come on. Hey, listen.
Hell, you might even see him on the sidelines Monday night.
Yeah, or he can go to Vegas and not be too far from his brother.
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it?
But I can tell you right now, whatever coach gets the Ravens team, though, Lamar and all them are still there. Man, what you couldn't ask for a better setup. Like you got everything there.
I mean, you
That's like
got
a
2 more years
That's
with
like a
Lamar, guaranteed.
that's like a Mike Tomlin
You
walking
got
in
2
after
more
Bill
years.
Cowher, hand you the keys to the Ferrari and say, "Go win a Super Bowl."
Mm.
Hmm.
That's what it reminds me of. That because Tom, Cowher had the Steelers built. Tomlin walked right in there and had everything with Big Ben and all that stuff.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just like
Tony
uh,
Dungy in Tampa Bay.
yes, Tony Dungy handed the keys to John Gruden.
Yeah, yeah.
That's who
Yeah,
I'd
that was a
really,
cheat
really like
sheet.
to see as a head coach for us. I mean, if you go back and look at all the videos and stuff, when he does that QB stuff, he was really couldn't hear his footwork and everything was great. I'd like to see him get a chance at the
Gruden,
quarterback.
Gruden is not that great of a coach, really.
I just need something to pop and give the wow factor, so I actually want to come down and see the Dolphins next year or this coming year. Because right now I'm just like, oh, I'm already locked in. Like obviously the tailgate's is number one while I'm there, but it's like you get tired of spending money to watch losses and mediocre.
I remember that. You don't want to see me.
No, I want to come down. I'm just gonna have to order some cheesecake. I'm gonna have to order some cheesecake and not even go to the damn stadium. And me and Papa Paul just watch the game outside.
There, you trying to test Papa Paul there.
We're gonna have our own personal cheesecakes and have a party outside.
There, trying to tell
That's
Papa.
funny.
Oh my
Goodness.
Yeah, they already got my money, so
Trust me, I know.
So,
But I was had hope for McDaniel and all that, but just more and more just kept coming back to me. When you're in the Steeler game and then you're down, and then you're slinging the ball, and then you score 2 touchdowns, and then you just waste 5 minutes and no rush at all, and you're this and that. But then again, I want to know too. I wish I was inside that huddle or inside that training camp in the team facility to know: is it Tua that he can't make calls on the line though? And the more and more I'm thinking it is possibly that as well, Because if you notice when Ewers is in, he's made some audibles and blitz coverages and stuff when it's coming, and he's picked it up, especially against the Patriots. You notice that. He definitely picked up quite a few blitzes that were coming. And I haven't seen Tua do that too much over this last 6 years he's been on the team.
Well, he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, like Johnny O said, he's got mashed potatoes for brains. But you never know. Maybe we'll get lucky, knock on wood, until it come out lights out again, Trying to earn that next contract or know that he's gone. I don't know.
Nope.
I
He's
He needs to.
gone.
The way
Yeah,
things
but
are right now, too, is done as a Miami Dolphins.
Adios, amigos.
I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if McDaniels keeps him back with the comments he said and letting him compete for the starting job still.
Mm-mm,
We owe too much money.
mm-mm.
It don't mean anything. And right now I don't even know if we're going to be keeping Daniel.
Exactly.
agreed.
Because if you read a lot of the posts, a lot of the, like on X and stuff, a lot of these GMs, they haven't said or not if McDaniels is going to be a part of them. They're doing the GM search, and then they're not even. It's like they're not even asking about if they want McDaniels or not.
Well,
And that.
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, even if we keep McDaniels right now is moving off Tua. The team is moving off Tua. Tua's also making hints that he wants to go to another team. Because that's the last comments I heard. Tua's talking about going to another team. So that's why I say I'm gonna say 99.9% chance that he's not gonna be with the Miami Dolphins.
Well, he did say he wouldn't mind a fresh start, was his words.
But but how? He's physically not able to play anymore. I'm sorry, he's not.
We need him
All
to retire. Well, we need him to do is retire, and then he still gets his money, and then we don't get the cap hit.
and
That's
I'll be the
not
first to
happening.
come up to him, shake his hand, say thank you. You're a great person. Hey, we can even be friends, but physically and what have you, his career's. I'm sorry, his career's over with. All you gotta do is go look at the last few games he played this season.
Yeah, this was by far his worst season. You know, he had a 28.6 QBR rating. It was third lowest in the NFL this year out of all active
And
quarterbacks.
and the most interceptions in the league.
What, 15 of them in 14 games?
Hmm.
And then if you're
I'm
not
telling
counting
you,
the ones that were dropped or or knocked down, I mean, he would have been over 20.
it's so fucked up. You could have picked in your parlay. It's two gonna throw an interception. You put that in your parlay. That's almost a guarantee, and it's sad to say that, but it's the truth.
Yes, sir.
But like I said, I was reading some stuff too. If we do let Tua go, you got no money to sign Jordan Brooks and Achan. It's not happening. You don't have enough money. Even if you offer, you're going to have to offer Achan probably at least 30 to 40 million over a 3-year deal.
There's always where there's a will, there's a way, and there's always a way if you just reword the contract certain ways, and they might only get paid 1 million next year, but the following year, when we get out of that first 60 million, we might have an extra 20 million there to go towards this one and that one.
But then again, the only thing counter back to that, Papa Paul, is we're doing the same thing. We're kicking the can down the road, and we're acting like Greer 2.0.
And that's what every team does, basically.
Right.
Yeah, and then
Well, we
Every
should have
every team
listened.
does it.
We should have
yeah,
listened to Brandon Shore, who was the one guy that said he did not want to pay Tua $212 million. Because if you notice, they're going to run like a co-GM. They're letting Stephen Ross has already come out and said, well, not publicly, but they come out. And a lot of reports are saying that Brandon Shore is running the contracts for the first year or two, and that guy's tight with money. So we still need to find, like I was talking to Papa Paul the other day, we need to find a way to where we could trade Tua. I mean, and trade a pick away and have somebody like the Raiders take his whole salary. We got to find a way that we don't get that extra dead cap. Because you're looking at 13 extra million just for 26, and then it's 31 for 31.8, I think, for 27 season. But I think at March 15th though he gets $3 million guaranteed for 27 already just by this March 15th.
right,
So
but
we're
then the
done.
Broncos. Oh, go ahead.
Yes, the Broncos did it with Russell Wilson,
Wilson, right? So it can be done.
but you got to remember they had over $100 million in cap, and they were able to absorb it, and they had all their players under rookie contracts. Problem
And
is
then
us, we have so many holes to fill. Greer would only pay cheap, and then get these guys, and then they all start performing, and then they're going to other teams, and that's what hurt us. Where Sean Payton was smart enough, he kept like 67% of that team was all on rookie deals.
right, but one way or
Mm.
another, we're gonna have to take some kind of hit for the contract that we gave to him. We're gonna have to take some kind of hit one way or another. So we may have to go a season or 2 seasons or maybe even 3 seasons without having the caliber to be a playoff or even a Super Bowl team. That's something that we're gonna have to just face.
Right. I'm all right. And see, Crazy Dolphin, I'm all right with that. That's the problem. But if you're going to do that and you're going to get rid of Tua, you need to get rid of McDaniels and start fresh. We just keep only doing these half-ass rebuilds. Oh, let's do this or let's only do part this, but we'll start a quarterback here and then we'll let
we're
and then McDaniels is going to still try to save his job next year, but because we're going to be probably pretty bad next year. We're going to be lucky if we win 3 to 4 games. Is my guess right now. We have a lot of holes to fill.
On that, we need to get rid of McDaniel. Well, we just got to work on getting the GM first and go from there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because we need a GM. But I would just right now if I'm a guy coming in and want to be the GM, I want to bring my own guys in. I don't want to have to deal with this, having a coach there and this and that and the whole. There's so much drama going on in the Miami Dolphins organization. A new guy does not want to tarnish coming in being a new GM and then have to deal with that. And if it fails and he looks bad, is he ever going to get this opportunity again at another team? Because we're looking at somebody where all the people we've looked at are either assistant GMs or they're like player personnel type people front office, but they've never actually had the full GM role besides what the guy that we have now, which I can't remember who he is, but
talking about Chad?
No, the guy right now that's our assistant champ, yeah.
Yeah, my bad, champ. Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I don't know why we can't just clear house and start fresh. We've never really started fresh. Even before with Jeff Ireland, we couldn't start fresh. It's like
until we hire a GM, we don't know what's going to happen. We might end up cleaning house after we get the GM.
But we wait too long. That's the problem. We wait too long, and then we can't get these guys to gel, and then we still don't have our team ready. Coming to the draft, we're still not going to be ready, probably. And it's like we're always one step behind. Even like Weaver come out and said, he could have done a lot better with the defense at times. But you're bringing like Rasul Douglas in, you're bringing that Juju Bretts in. All these guys were late and didn't get the reps, didn't get there. We need these guys to be there. I know that you're going to have some injuries and stuff, but you need to have your guys at training camp or even at OTAs. You need to have your core players there ready to rock and roll so we can start the scheming and the game plan. Miami hasn't done that in 15 years. We're always 1 or 2 steps behind, which is once you're behind, you're behind. It's like a chase trying to catch up, and you're never going to get there. Elite teams are ready to rock and roll.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. But I'm gonna say this: as long as Ross is the owner of the Miami Dolphins, that's what we have to do with whatever decisions he makes. I'm not mad. I agree with what you're saying. And what have you. And I'm gonna say this too. When I say I don't expect us to do anything this season and next season, it's not it's not being negative. I'm just going by what I'm seeing and the year after year pattern and things that situations that we go through when we in the same place again and again. But what I'm saying is this: is that until the changes come, we have to deal with what's handed to us. That's
right.
That's it. If it was my choice, yeah. I agree with some things you said, and I could add on some more. But we're at the point now where we're at the mercy of bad decisions that were made by Greer and by others as well. Because it's not just Greer, and I'm not taking up for Greer. There's other people who have made bad decisions. We got people making these. We got people who are not football knowledge are making football that will make a football decision, and that's part of the reason why we in the trouble that we in.
Right.
So
No, I am a little curious. I am a little curious on Stephen Ross's son-in-law. He does run a Sports Global Management. If you do look up on his stuff, he does know stuff with like soccer and all that stuff. So maybe we might find a diamond in the rough there to where. Because obviously it looks like that's where the team's going. If anything happens to Ross, it's going to the son-in-law, it looks like. To me, there's some hope there, but I don't know. What is your guys' thoughts? I think we still need to bring back Tyreek Hill. And I believe if Hill didn't get injured, I think Tua would have been a little better. As soon as he went down, the ball went flat. Like it took the air out of us, and we struggled for quite a while.
We were struggling before Hill went down.
Well, that too, but
yeah, And then also too with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill also being the veteran that he is. Uh, well, let me say it like this. When we brought in Tyreek Hill, he came in and he boosted up Tua. As time went on, being the veteran that Tyreek Hill is, he can see that what if Tua is gonna be the what a lead quarterback or a very good quarterback in the NFL. But he also started seeing that Tua is not the quarterback that that we need with this team. Now, moving forward to what's going on today, I wouldn't mind having Tyreek Hill back, but it depends on how much money he wants. It also depends on his health, and then it depends on who's coming in as the GM and the coaching situation. So all that plays a role into that.
No, financially speaking, you have to cut Hill.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Well, yeah, because
exactly. I'm not saying
he's got no guarantee money, but he's on contract for 31 million. I mean, he's still going to get that money.
No, he's not. If they cut him,
No.
he's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not guaranteed. So if they get rid of him, financially, it makes sense because you're not going to pay him that money. So now it gives you more cap space to be able to do other stuff. Now,
I mean, yeah.
if he wants to come back and say, okay, I'll sign a new 3-year deal for that 30-something million, we'll spread it 10 million over 3 years. Okay.
Yeah, I would say I would try to offer him 10 to 15 million to come back, and then
I wouldn't even offer him that much because he's not going to play the whole season next year because he's not going to be recovered from this knee injury.
I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be ready. I think he's going to be close. And then I would give him 10 to 15 million, but with more incentive based. Like even with the incentives, I would say max like 15, 18 million with incentives, like so many touchdowns, so many receiving yards, and only give him like a guarantee like 5 or 6 million. But is he going to want to do that though? When he does that, that's what I was thinking. Bring him back. He's going to want some money. He's going to be 32 years old. Make it incentive based.
Before I forget, before we end tonight's show, I have one other thing I need to say, and that's fuck the NFL for overlooking Richmond Webb again.
Yeah, such bullshit.
Agreed, 100%.
Marshall Yonda or whatever, and the other linemen.
Sir.
Don't get me wrong, they were great, but they're not. They don't have near the numbers. The stats prove themselves. I guess stats don't mean shit anymore.
Well, the hard part for offensive linemen is the stats. They really don't have any stats. There's not a lot to go by, for offensive linemen. Quarterback pressures, stacks given up. But other than that, there's not a lot to go on. And how they've overlooked him this long is beyond me. And then he gets cut in the semifinals again for like the second or third year in a row. Fuck the NFL. Fuck your Hall of Fame.
Yeah. We need to make our own thing, We need to make our own Hall of Fame. I know we got the ringer thing, but people that's been snubbed. I mean, hell, even the Pro Bowl, you had the number one tackler in the NFL flying all over the field and doesn't get it. Like, come on now.
And I'm gonna say this about the Pro Bowl. To me, back when I was a kid, the Pro Bowl meant something. Today, when I see the Pro Bowl, and I'm sorry to say it, but this is my opinion, the Pro Bowl ain't nothing like what it used to be.
No, the Pro Bowl is a joke now.
It's a joke.
I don't even watch it. Yeah, I don't even watch it. They try to get the kids to watch it basically because it's on that Nickelodeon and all that stuff at SPN. It's basically two-hand touch football for the kids to watch it now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trying to get the adults there anymore. So now with Richmond though, he's got one more year, right, that he can go, or is this it before he has to enter the senior thing? Because once you go so long, right,
I think next year is his last year.
Yeah, we need to go out. We need to go to Canton and everybody wear our Richmond Red jerseys and stuff, and go to the committee and protest. It's just. When I seen that ruined my whole day. When I seen that there a couple weeks ago, I was like, "Oh my god, what a slap in the face!" We're already struggling and everything. Our franchise is in disarray. At least one thing for the fan base: give us something we actually deserve, and he deserves it.
Oh, he more deserves it. How do you leave the all-decade left tackle out of the Hall of Fame?
Right. All I know is we can just keep pushing harder and harder. We got one more year, and we can just give it all we can do. And this is a fan base. We just need to get more people on board of helping us. You know, it's growing, but we need to get more than just a couple of the small little groups we got. We need to get the whole fan base. Like, we really need to find a way to push it big.
Easier said than done.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, if I knew a way to make it happen, I would. You know, but you know, it's just tough. So,
With that being said, gentlemen, I gotta head on out because I gotta be at work at 5:30 in the morning. So,
yeah, it's 5:30 comes early for me.
yo, nice seeing you guys. Was it two? We're doing 2 weeks, Papa Paul.
No, right now we're gonna
Or we
do
gonna be on it? What you want to do?
we're gonna do every Wednesday for until the end of the playoffs,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
we'll
All right.
figure it out by then.
So nothing on Sundays now for the foreseeable future, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, just Wednesdays after the
All
playoff
right, cool.
game, so we could talk about that and any more news that comes up for us. And
Okay. That sounds
like
good. Because I know here after the, we gearing up for the draft and all that stuff, so hopefully we'll have something to talk about and some, but then summertime it starts getting a little slow for us. So
Yeah.
But-
Other than that, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Hope you all had a happy new year, and peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Later.
Peace, love, and
peace, love, fins
Peace,
up,
love,
guys.
fins up,
love and
guys.
fins up all.
Take care, y'all.